I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me.
Generally Dysfunctional podcast, everyone. I mean, as soon as we start, there's a big ass fucking car going on behind me. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago, I suppose. Um, but yeah, I said I was gonna write out some introductions for everybody and be a little bit more prepared on that front. But that was a lie I told myself. So today, as per usual, I have with me Ken, Mariba, and Darren. All three illustrious friends of mine, all benevolent men in their own right. All of them do not tell lies. Well, rather, none of them do not tell lies. And they are all high and dry.
These intros again.
How are you guys? How was your week? Did you all get feedback on last week's episode? Did someone tell you all that you all did something wrong or said something wrong? Because Lord knows, I got a little bit of an earful. But tell me, what did you all experience from last week's episode? How was your week? What did you do this week? Tell me, talk to me.
It was a good start, I have to say. It was nice coming back doing this podcast. But then I got reminded very sternly that I have a work life. So that's what I've been up to.
Same thing with work-wise, more hours, responsibilities. But good coming back to the podcast. Good just chilling with the guys, kind of back. But I've had no feedback like you. I've no one biting off my ear. So I wish you all the best with that one. You're on your own there, sir. On your own.
You, Darren?
Same shit every week. Nothing different.
I haven't. I didn't realize that I was gonna get that much feedback. From last week's podcast, I was told, how could you possibly put our information out there on Front Street? You really had to tell them about the thing that you told them about. That I'm not gonna make that mistake this time.
Ah, okay.
But,
No,
we're on the same page now. Yes. I was also told that there may be some super secret spy messages or questions coming, from whom and where I do not know, but I was just told, to expect, because no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Those of you old enough will understand that one. Does anyone else here understand that? No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah. I mean, I did.
Why we gotta be old enough to understand that? That we're not even old enough to be alive during the Spanish Inquisition.
Because it's a meme from a show. It's from Monty Python.
It's not a meme from a show. It's an actual thing. The Spanish Inquisition was an actual thing.
Yes, but the phrase "no one expects the Spanish Inquisition" is from Monty Python.
Okay.
You need to get your Monty Python up.
Some pop culture references for your head top. And did Drake really do that started head top thing? Was it him?
Let's try not crediting Drake with anything, because it's a bad place to start.
I mean, we kind of have to start with Drake, right? We kind of have to start with Drake. I mean, as much as I don't like talking about Champagne Papi, this one is a bit noteworthy. It's a bit noteworthy. Apparently, a shorty was getting smashed. She was getting her back blown in for apparently a good 25 minutes. I mean, 25 minutes is kind of a respectable fuck, I suppose. Is 25 minutes a good time? I feel like 45 minutes is good. I mean, feel free to chime in here, guys.
I feel like for most men, however long it takes for them to bust is a good time.
Why? I don't know why we are trying to put a all-purpose time limit on everybody.
Mic on.
Not everybody's built the same.
Mic off.
To do the same things. So to put a benchmark of 45 minutes. That's a bit.
I mean, 25 minutes, dog. 25.
Again, some girls get off with 2 strokes. and they don't want 25 minutes. I've heard girls say after 15 minutes is too long. They want to get it done.
I feel like that 25 can get held against you though, very very easily.
What?
I feel like if you're Drake, you can get away with it because then people can be like, "Oh, he's just a busy guy." But any other guy, you start arguing with a woman, they bring out that 25 like it's like you committed crimes.
He's too busy for pum pum.
You know,
25 you're
sometimes
25
you got
minutes of
places
him.
to be.
But I mean, the time be damned. The time be damned.
Yeah.
Apparently, homeboy busted a nut, and he was wearing a rubbers, you know. And I've learned my lesson now. Thank you, Drake. He was wearing a rubbers, and he finished. He bust, and he went into the washroom to throw it away. Apparently, homegirl he said, "You know what? Now is my chance. Now is the time to go in, use the rubbers, put her legs in the air, and empty the contents into the nans." Now, all of us guys here, we're all afraid of that, right? But you see, Drake, in all his knowledge and his worldliness and his experience in matters of the heart and matters of the nans, figured, you know what? I'm going to put some hot sauce because he keeps hot sauce in his bag like Beyonce, and he emptied a bottle of hot sauce into the rubbers to quote unquote kill the sperm. I mean, hey, if there's ever an advertisement for spermicide, there it is. He emptied a bottle of hot sauce into the condom to kill the sperm, and homegirl emptied the sperm filled with pepper into her nans and was in for a wild ride. Now, guys, what would have been your response knowing that? Because she wants to sue.
Well, first off, and this is probably the only time you'll ever hear me saying this, but I feel sorry for Drake because the fact that you have to think on that level is a bit mad. That you can't just beat and then leave it be. Like you gotta have 3 layers of protection, and then one of them just happens to be like 10,000 Scovilles pouring down the condom. Yeah, if it was me, I'd be too lazy and just chuck that shit in the bin and forget about it. But
You got money to pay? You would be too lazy. You got 210 mil for you to pay, sir?
if like I wouldn't be thinking like that. That's the only that kind of decision to think about getting hot sauce, like keeping, because after you use a condom, it's not just like you can't just hold it open like that. You got to maintain the space, pour it in, and then make sure it's set up so that it's covering the whole place, so that all of the sperm is mixing with the hot sauce, and then chuck it away. Either you've been through that experience before, or you got one of your mans that's been telling you about that. Exactly. Like that must have happened mad times. That's the part where I feel sorry for him. And that's the part where
he has a kid.
You
have a kid with remember he has a kid, and he made the mom take a DNA test, so he must have bought one is enough.
Yeah.
He must have said one is enough. That's it, no more.
Yeah, I mean,
homeboy just didn't want Pusha T to swing back for him.
For real. For real. Second, that woman is evil. 100% evil. I don't care what anyone's saying.
And she was just trying to break the Geneva Convention and have some biological warfare.
Maybe.
You're not serious. You're not serious. I can't take it serious.
No, I'm kind of with you on this, for real. That's just madness.
You know, where do I even start? I don't. The audacity, and I mean the absolute audacity, to try and trap somebody, and then you want to sue because they made Trump put stuff in place to make sure you can't baby trap them. Man, I don't. Anyways, it's a new year. I can't have people say I hating of agenda. But new year, so I'm gonna have to bite my tongue on ball. This is some bullshit. And you know what's scary? The most scary thing out of all of this is that no, there is no law against doing that. There is no law against trapping somebody with a baby. There is no law existing right now.
My whole beef with this situation, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say something that people should understand. How the fuck you don't notice a hot sauce in a condom? It's not white. I've never seen white hot sauce in my life.
She was in the heat of the moment.
No, that is a poor excuse. You see that most hot sauces be red, right? So you see this red thing in a pack and you gonna stick that up. You ain't even gonna
Listen.
sniff that to see what it is because if homeboy breaking red, I'd be concerned. Right?
Maybe.
I'd be
I'm going out on a
concerned.
limb here. I'm going out on a limb here. Maybe she figured, you know what? Maybe this is just what premium cum is like.
There's no
Maybe this is Illuminati cum.
There's no maybe in this situation, right? There's no maybe. There's nothing. It's like either I can't even say this is a first time. I would be like, yo, it's come really red. No, there's so much porn people are exposed to, and sexual stuff people are exposed to when you're young, growing up. To know that it's not gonna be red.
Maybe
How the fuck
When
she's just in such a rush that like she just completely ignored the red liquid
and
pouring
not
out.
a red liquid.
Sometimes
when your thirst so strong, though, when your thirst so strong.
She just wasn't no strong. I hope, you know what? I honestly hope that pepper sauce burns she until whatever it do to she, it can't be repaired because she vile. Let's be honest, she vile. But this should have been happening since the Chicago Bulls was winning NBA. Because there were talks about the Bulls after they slept with women and stuff. They would take their condom and go home with it. Right? This should have been
Yo,
happening.
leaving this spot with your bag. is
That's your
some,
bag. You're
is some
children.
crazy.
You're children. You're leaving the spot with your kids.
I'm taking my kids and going home.
Yeah, be a good father. Don't leave your kids behind. Don't abandon them.
oh
It's
man.
the future though. But is this the way it is? You're just from now on, you're just gonna take your bag with you.
Well,
You're just gonna take your bag.
what they said, it's not from now on. Like it's been. I'm guessing this is peak Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan times.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
this has probably been going on for a while, and I'm not surprised. I just feel sorry for people that have to think that hard. Like they have to make sure, and probably the next step is like you're probably gonna have to run with a black light and make sure that you didn't like mess it up anywhere else.
Nah, bro, from now on, you had to walk. You had to go with a full body latex suit. So no matter where you come, it's in the suit. Right? To think a girl,
That's a fetish.
to think a girl would actually take a condom and impregnate herself, it's not even far-fetched because we have home girls out there just getting pregnant just to get a bag. Let's be honest. And people doing all kind of things. People using they go in with this thing to suck the
Sucky bastards.
yeah, to suck the damn sperm out of the condom and then stick it up inside of them. People been doing this for years. Women been doing this for years. And you know what? Fuck it. I calling it out. These women are vile. I hope home girl got burned so bad she'll never be the same again.
I mean, mentally, do you expect it to be the same? Like anyone? Do you expect anyone to be the same? You know what?
Mentally she will be the same because mentally she's not
Maybe-
there. She pour hot sauce down her choo-choo.
Maybe she would have like a psychosomatic reaction where she can no longer be cummed in because in her mind it burns. So no matter who it is, says, I'm about to bust. I just no, the fire, the fire is from hell. To her floor is always lava.
Oh man.
Her floor is always
Don't,
lava.
don't get my work fair. I don't hate home girl, you know. I just find she's so stupid that she should never try this shit again, and that's why I want her to be bred beyond all recognition down there. Shit must not look the same. Shit must look like somebody pour some Kool-Aid in what you call it, in some porridge and mix it up. That's what shit started to look like down there.
Oh, now she
That is
won't
a
get away with
disgusting
it.
ass visual.
What?
My question from all you guys is, She actually has the audacity to try and sue Drake for a bag. After all of this, she's trying to sue for a bag.
That's the bit that I'm least surprised at. Like, I mean,
You're at least surprised
yeah.
that I tried to rob your DNA. I tried to steal your DNA. It's like Ken, but you break into my house.
You can you're literally describing a lawsuit because you as soon as you started with break into my house, there have been at least 3 lawsuits of the robber, one successful, suing the house owners for sustaining an injury. One was that they fell down on a roller skate downstairs, broke a bone, sued the house owners, won the lawsuit. So I'm the
Wait,
least
how they win that lawsuit?
surprised.
There's another one where a thief was walking on top of a roof and the roof caved in. He was trying to find a way in the house in the middle of the night and the roof caved in. And he landed on a knife in the kitchen and he sued the owner of the house and won.
Well, he found a way in.
I had enough for the internet for the day. I get it. Continue.
So you understand what I'm saying, Riva? That is the least
nonsense.
surprising.
This
Obviously,
is nonsense.
I hope that no lawyer, not no lawyer because they want to get paid, but like, no lawyers,
No judge.
no judge is gonna run with that lawsuit. The lawyer might warn it's not really looking like it's gonna go through. Well, and that's what's most likely going to happen. But the fact that she started it, I'm not surprised.
I hope she sues him, she loses, and she has to pay her lawyer and his. And I hope he didn't have one lawyer. I hope he have a team of fucking lawyers.
And you definitely has a team.
You're wicked.
Let's stop this shit. Let's stop
It's
this
Drake. He
shit.
has a team.
Yeah. Well,
He
let's
has a
stop
team
this shit.
specifically for this.
Yeah, let me stop this shit because what if she sue and she loses in that way and she had to spend like $20,000 to start a payoff or more to start a payoff lawyers? You will see a trend with people starting to sue go down for these kinds of shit.
You know what too? Should I pay to fix your pum pum too? Should I pay to fix your pum pum off? She got that kind of money. She must be have that kind of money to fix your pum pum and pay Drake's lawyers. Nah. But Drake, well played, sir. You have my thumbs up. Well, fist bump. Because you know these hoes ain't loyal. So
That has nothing to do with loyalty, but I agree with you. I just don't understand how you could see hot sauce in a fucking condom.
Maybe
and
it's
stick it
dark.
inside there.
I'm
I'm still buggling, but you would smell it. Let me be honest, you smell hot sauce have a high smell.
Maybe the sperm neutralized the smell. You know how certain things when you mix them together.
I do not accept that.
nah, I got the answer, Ken. I got the answer. You know that funk you get after you have sex, that sex smell? Maybe the whole room was disintoxicated with all that sweat and thing, and she just didn't get away for the pepper.
Hey, you know this
Yeah,
is
but
Drake.
you went in a different room.
This is
to
Drake. There are
get these
mad
condoms.
candles all over the place, scented. You never know.
He probably he could have said the candle, the whole serenade and everything. Yeah.
I'm sure Homeboy was in a hotel.
Doesn't
So
make it
nobody ain't gonna light up no candle in no hotel. You don't bring hoes home. Let's be honest. And she left, and that sex smell don't come because she left the room and went into the bathroom to take off that condom out of the bed.
He was just dick drunk after 25 minutes. But you'd be getting dick drunk.
You know, people that see starving and they see starving people eye. Nah, she was seeing a bag and she was seeing dollars.
Money bags.
Yeah.
Question.
Money
Let's say
bags.
that after all is done, right? Let's say all is done. She doesn't get paid. She paid to fix she pum pum or half fix she pum pum. Because as you guys said, she's gonna have trauma from all this shit. So every time a nigga try to shoot up the club, she go and scream out, ask for nigga, not the club. How's she gonna explain that to she next man?
I tell you, she isn't. She is a public figure, at least on social media.
She's a public figure now, yes.
Yeah.
And now doubly so. She is never getting away with that again unless there's someone unless she gets grifted like that Britney chick and finds an unsuspecting 19-year-old who's never heard of her name before.
Bro,
it's the only way
I'll
you
be
get away
honest.
with it.
Sorry, continue.
No, that's it.
Yeah, problem with this is that we assume that nobody's gonna be fucking with this chick anymore. But there are guys out there who don't care, and they
Ju-
will go. They will
There are
know.
guys out there who will fuck her because she fucked Drake.
Yeah, and there are guys out there who don't really care about anything. They will be like, oh, she's like that. I better take a try. You know, I better try. There are guys out there like the same girl who caught the basketballer. Look at how much signs there was that she was trying to trap him, and he knew that, and he didn't care. So what happened to him?
I've argued this many times. I give him a black. He's 19. He didn't know what's up.
That didn't see a shit because
No,
if somebody telling you, alright, Sachi, somebody telling, if I come and tell you, boy, this girl just wanna get pregnant to get you on thing. At 19 years old, I am telling you this, right? And everybody else is telling you this, and all over this girl's social media, she's saying the exact same thing. Does that make you being 19 years old, legally an adult, any excuse?
None.
Yes.
None
Yes,
whatsoever.
No. You know what? Because three things to that point. One, let's be frank. There's a lot of young adults or 19 years who shouldn't be allowed to vote because of some of the decisions they make. You just be like, and you decide the country, cool, no problem. One, two. Let's be 19-year-old have no world experience yet. Most 19-year-old do not know the world to the level we know it because of our time and experience we have. So they will think they're great. Most of these youngsters are going in with a mindset that they think they're right. They think they know the most. So they always think, nah, I know this person better. Nah, I know this, and they're going. I never said he wasn't wrong from what he think. I say I give him a blind because you're 19. Now if
No.
you get catch again by the same thing, nah, I can't help you. But you are going against the naivety of a night. You did not know all the worlds and all the things, and I'm sure there's a lot of risky things people do at 19 that you look back now, but I ain't touching that. No chance.
But the
But
point,
always
the
say
thing is,
boom.
the thing is, if all over this girl's social media, she's saying she's just trying to get pregnant from a basketballer to make that money, and you seeing it,
She may be saying something different to him in private. She may be saying that's my
Nah,
persona.
nah,
We don't know. No, hold up. No, you can't do that because we are not privy to what they be talking to privately.
It doesn't
We are not
matter.
privy to
It
that.
literally doesn't matter. If you're caught in 4K declaring your schemes, it doesn't matter what you say to me in private. I don't care. Remember, she was saying this before they even met. So whatever that is, it doesn't really matter.
She's probably whispering in his ears, "Don't worry about about my Twitter, baby. That's just jokes. I'm on Twitter for jokes. That's why I don't follow you. That's why you can't follow me."
Yeah,
Well,
well,
it's-
if you are to tell, if I see that on Twitter at 19, at 16 years old, I see that on Twitter, I'll just be like, baby girl, me fucking with you, you know. Something wrong. Things don't add up. Right? You tell me one thing, but your social media says something else. You know what? I'm going to trust both of yours. You and your social media, so I'm just not going to fuck with you.
Okay, but not everybody's built with your level of understanding and maturity at the age you are. So you cannot. You
It's
guys are
not-
putting blanket rules.
It's literally
for
not a
everybody.
mature thing. It's a
Yeah.
oh shit, this is a scam thing. Except the scam is involving a literal child. That's
That's like
all
them
it
people
is.
calling it for Bitcoin. Invest in Bitcoin. Invest in me. So I can invest your money in Bitcoin.
All I had to say is I give homeboy a blind.
I ain't giving no one a buy.
Because-
I'm telling you right now.
But wait,
I'm laughing
wait,
triple
but-
hard at him.
But-
I hope, honestly, I hope homeboy have a illustrious career because he needs to pay that child support.
Mm-hmm.
We
And you know
180,000 a year. I think like that. Some
It's
180
200,000. And you know
a
what?
month, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? He deserves, I can't say he deserves what happened because all the signs was there. People were warning you. And you still went and did this, and she did exactly what she said she was going to do. So I'm not mad at she. You know what, this is you telling somebody, hey, I'm going to rob you tonight, you know, so when you go to sleep, I got slide down your chimney and rob you. And you know I'm a thief. You know I've been robbing people. And you just laugh it off and just say, ha ha ha, and wake up the next morning with all this shit missing. Can't be
Only
done.
thing, The only thing I would say, and the only time I would say is, after this whole thing with Britney, homeboy went and did a next Instagram model, and at that point in time is when I write it off. It's only at that point in time I bought, yeah, we done here.
He just likes pain, guys. He just likes pain.
You haven't learned your lesson, so I'll call it a day then. I'll call it a day.
Yeah.
Just like Spain. I'd like to remind everyone watching that we are live on both Twitch and YouTube, and feel free to put things into the in the comment section, in the text channel. Let us know your thoughts. Ask us questions. Feel free. The Generally Dysfunctional podcast, brought to you every Saturday at 5 p.m.
I'm not
So-
feeling the voice.
Yeah. Don't put enough oomph in that.
I didn't put enough
man.
oomph in it.
Nah,
Alright,
nah.
next time. But, fellas, real talk. Not Ken. Mariba, you wanted to know if you're obligated to sleep with your partner in a marriage. Do you feel you're obligated to have sex with your woman or man when you're married to them?
Let me specify it more correctly so that way we can make sure I answer what I'm saying. Does your wife have to sleep with you in a marriage? And it would have to doesn't mean you're forced. Forced to the I'm not
Oh,
I
your
don't
wife
use
sleeping
power.
with you, you're not you sleeping with your partner.
Your wife, I said your wife, so it's partner. But I'm saying wife for the situation
No.
because we're all men here. And I
If
don't
your
want to
partner,
be-
if your
Yeah,
partner is obligated to sleep with you, that's your
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
boy, oh my, please, you go first.
No, I asked the question.
You see how this man operates. This guy just want to throw gas on the fire and walk off.
I'm gonna go first then. I'm gonna go first.
Of course.
Right. I'm gonna go first. Yes.
All right, well that's it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you want
Unless-
to elaborate?
Unless you have some kind of thing where you're medically unable to have sex. But if you want sex or your partner wants sex and you can provide it, whether you don't or you don't want to, I'm not saying every single time you have to provide it, but a relationship on a whole is a give and take, right? Somebody had to give, somebody had to take.
So what you're saying is they need to bring a doctor's note when they don't want to have sex.
No,
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 it's
no.
a
I'm not
classic.
saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying not all the time you will want to, and not all the time that they want to, you have to. But you have to, at some point in time, you have to learn, okay, I have to give a little bit. I have to give in a little bit. You have to compromise, because relationships is about compromise. Because if I don't want to have sex with my wife, and she go out and find comfort somewhere else, I can't feel angry.
Yes, you
If-
can.
No.
Maybe
I
you can't be angry. Yes, you
if I'm
can.
refusing to have sex with my wife for months or with this, I'm a kill this dog.
Wow.
Whoa. Just go.
Yeah.
That's the back. That's the back we could probably get. Go on.
He said, I'm gonna kill this dog and dog stop making noise. What did you do to the dog?
He's still there making noise, but anyway, right? The relationship is a give and take. So I can't be angry if I don't want to have sex with my wife and my wife steps out of the marriage because I deny what she wants. I can't be angry.
I think you are well within your rights to be angry.
I can't be angry. I mean, I'm a divorcee. I'm a divorcee.
But she
I'm a
should be the
divorcee.
one to do that at first.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. If you're in a relationship and your wife don't want to have sex with you, and you can divorce you over that. You can divorce somebody if they don't want to have sex with you. Either.
Absolutely, but that's not the question. The question is, are you obligated to sleep with your partner in a marriage?
I already said yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I said yes.
What about you guys?
I wouldn't
Nico?
use the words. Oh, go ahead, Maria. What you saying?
I'm asking you to go. You to go. Even when I'm listening, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, sure. No. You're not obligated to have sex with me. But I am, as Darren said, I'm obligated to leave. I will find wife number two.
Wait, keep that no. Keep that no. I wanna revisit that no in a second.
Sure.
But what you ask
I
him
will-
men questions and tell him men to wait and revisit thing. Nah, let me talk. If you don't want to answer, let me talk.
Oh,
I will-
wait,
I will,
I want to go into that point. I want to hear Ken says first.
I will get version number 2 wife. I will get part 2, the upgraded version. Back again, electric boogaloo. Don't call it a comeback.
Good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm kind of in Ego's place. Like, not really obligated. No, but if sex is not on the table, then what are we having right now? Because it's not a marriage to me, technically.
Yeah, having
So,
conversation,
yeah.
Ken.
That's
Oh,
what.
you
That's,
don't like talking.
yeah, I'm
Don't
good
like
with
sharing
talking.
sweet nothing.
Yeah, sweet nothing.
Noodling.
Yeah, but you know, if it's
Some
not
heavy
there,
petting.
and like you're asking this
Try
question,
help it.
my only assumption is that like we were having sex before the marriage happened, because there's no way I go
Yeah.
into a marriage
Yes, of course.
without there
Yes.
being sex.
Yes.
Please.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
that means something must have changed. So if this is something that I'm just not aware of, it doesn't seem like she's angry at me. It doesn't seem like there's an issue that she's dealing with. She's just straight up like saying I don't feel like having sex, and there isn't any indication that I will feel like having sex. Then nah. It's whatever. You're not obligated. Like, I'm not like the last word I'm gonna ever use is force, but like
I didn't use the word force. I specifically
yeah,
didn't
that's
use
and
that
that's what I said. That's the last word I will ever use. But it's like if we're in this and sex is nowhere near a possibility right now, then I have to reconsider what's going on. Like, because it's not a marriage to me at that point. But there's no obligation. Like, it's like we're not signing a contract saying that I need to have sex at regular intervals. So
You actually.
That would be on my prenup, though.
Hold on,
That'll
before
be on my
you get the
prenup.
mostly, usually, and assuming that, some of us are Christians or not, but literally in some of your vows, to have and to hold is part of your Christian vows.
yeah,
When you
but
get
to
married.
having to hold is put up there for interpretation. Like, some people will have their own sexless marriages. The vow,
You have to hold some dick.
yeah,
There you go.
that can
So
be one of the things you can hold. I'm just like, it's not a thing for me, but
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but
Hold my
it's a
cocaine for
richer,
me. Hold
poor,
my
and
guns for
better.
me.
But better or worse also mean having sex or not. So in the vows, that up for interpretation too.
yeah, everything.
Imagine you go to a wedding, and part of the vows is to have and to hold in return for poorer. In the wet nans or dry nans in stiff cock or flaccid. People flip out.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? But let's go. All right. Are you going back to you, Nick? Well, you and Ken, because let's say yes. So cool. Back to you and Ken.
Wait, what is
Let's
yours
say the
though?
answer that he wanted.
My answer is yes. I think everybody has a certain level of obligations to meet certain standards, because whether you want to admit it or not, when you're getting married, you're both coming to a consensus of a form of unity with agreements, whether unspoken or spoken, but you're coming together with agreements made. And
You don't know what obligation means? Do you know the definition of the word obligation?
Yes.
An act or course of action to which a person is morally or legally bound, a duty or commitment. That's what an obligation is.
To have and to hold, morally bound, literally. But Ken said that's up for interpretation. I accept that. Which brings me to my next point. But my answer is yes to that. However, and that applies to a different thing both. But my question is, are you obligated to look after your wife if she gets in an accident? Then legal.
Yes.
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 What kind of accident you talking about? What if she slipped and fell on someone else's dick? That counts as an accident?
Good evening, Sheiks. Good evening. Welcome.
You know what?
Does that count as an accident?
No. At that point, I could accident myself out of that marriage.
What was the accident, sorry?
If she slipped and fell on someone's dick, is that an accident?
That is not an accident.
But
That
people say, hey, me cheating was an accident. People
when
use that
last
as
you
an
slip and
excuse.
fall in some pum pum?
I've never slipped and fallen on some pum pum. Any pum pum I went into it.
Sensually.
with full.
No, I never said
intent.
sensually. I've never said sensually. Because some of them I didn't really want to go into, but I was sober. Sober enough.
Sensually. But go on. Anyways, so you believe you are obligated to look after your partner,
Yes.
right? Okay, do you think you're obligated to provide for your partner,
No.
No.
your wife? No. But if
No.
you get married with your wife, and your wife is staying home to look after the kids and stuff, you don't have to provide anything for her. We'll say her, by proxy.
No,
The
but
kids,
you-
of course, the kids are going to be looked after. Remove that idea. Yes, that's its own obligation. But you don't believe you should provide. You are obligated to provide for her. In
No.
that aspect.
No.
Could you explain to me why not?
If you're in a marriage and you're both making money, if you both pay for your own
No,
shit,
she's not
are
making
you-
money. She's home looking
But
after
that's
giving
not
you
not an obligation. But it's still not an obligation. It's like the only thing I'm really obligated is to love that person and to look after that person. If me not providing means that person is by proxy in danger, then yes. But providing isn't necessarily part of the obligation. It's looking after that person. I don't have to provide if they are fully capable of looking after themselves and provide for themselves. So that means the obligation in itself is not there. But if I have to look after, if looking after them means I have to provide for them, then yeah, I'll provide for them. But the providing itself is not the obligation. It's the same thing with the sex. Keeping them happy, yes, is part of the obligation. If sex doesn't make that person happy, then it can't be part of the obligation, right? That's where the line for me gets drawn, essentially. For me, it leaves me unhappy if there's no sex, but it's not an obligation for her to provide it for me, and so I'll do it.
Okay, go on. Okay, fair enough. Nigo?
Have you all had this? Have you all had this problem, or do you all have this problem in your relationships? Because, and the reason why I ask is that sometimes, in some of the longer term relationships, this has been a problem for me because I'm not the most sexual person anymore. Like I mean, not to be like super braggadocious and boastful or whatever, and I know it's gonna come up that way, but like I've done it. Like being there, done that. So sex doesn't really hold all the same. It doesn't hold the same excitement for me as it may have when I was younger. I'm kind of over it all. Like, you know, I would 9 out of 10, maybe not 9 out of 10 times, 6 out of 10 times, I would prefer to go somewhere, sit and watch something, have an activity other than sex, and that be more fulfilling for me with that person. Obviously, I would constantly be turned on by the person that I'm with because I'm with them because they are attractive in my eyes and they're attractive to my mind. So yes, why I may always or very frequently be turned on. I don't necessarily want to have sex with them all the time, and I may not necessarily want to have sex whenever they want to have sex all the time. Sometimes, sure, but as time goes on, very rarely that seems to be the case for me. So I can very much understand if my wife decides, you know what, Nkosi, you are not fucking me enough, and we need to do something about it. And if she comes in and she has a discussion with me, okay, we'll have a discussion. We work something out. We set up a schedule. I have no problem with schedules. Let's do it. Monday after work, 4 p.m. Cool, bet. You know, if she says, Nkosi, this is not enough, I need to leave. I mean, I would hate it, but at the end of the day, I can't keep you in the house. So, hey, if you decide that is what is best for you, I would caution you against it. I would try to change your mind, obviously. But at the end of the day, you still have to do what you have to do as a big woman. So it is what it is. So are you all at a certain point in life where sex isn't really that big of a deal for you all anymore?
Say one thing, Nico, before we go any further, before I answer that question. This is why you can't be charging 3,500 for no counseling session. If you try
This is exactly why. What do you mean? This is exactly why.
This is why you are scammed. This is why you are a scam.
This is a wealth of experience.
You are trying to sleep, to watch movies and cuddle, and somebody's paying you to pipe. This is exactly why.
So you're not paying for pipe. They're paying me for the consultation upon which pipe is determined after.
Alright, so
Oh, sorry.
my
Go on.
my point of view is that no, I'm not gonna wanna have sex all the time, like right through. No, no, no. We're gonna do activities and we're gonna do other stuff. We're gonna go out, we're gonna hang out, watch something, just sit down and talk sometime. But no, the sex is not like I must have it 24/7
Yeah.
or at least 18 hours a day. No, 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 no.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Remember, my point isn't that they like I'm not with like a nymphomaniac, obviously. But more often than not, like let's say regular people, right? More often than not, I am not going to reach for sex, as opposed to doing other things. Yes, we're gonna do other things regularly, obviously, but sometimes people may have more like if let's say the average, I think the average is like 3 times a week, from the last poll that I remember reading, 3 or 4 times a week, for couples who have sex after maybe 2 years or so. um I would probably be happy with like once
No.
I don't know. It depends on
No.
how I feel, but if it's 3 times a week, you bet your bottom dollar two of them times will be some freaky.
No, I can't.
I'm gonna show up with as a mailman or something on a day or some shit.
you coming in to deliver mail, coming in to lay some pipe.
Yeah,
I'm coming in to deliver that package, bro. That package.
I can if it's I think 4 or 5 times would be good enough for me. But I wouldn't say I'm over it, but I'm be alright with that.
I find
You're
it
talking about-
weird putting numbers like timings on it,
Yeah.
man. If I feel like it, I feel like it. It's a whatever. It's if I feel like the partner doesn't want to have sex. Period. That's when I get put off. If it's like, oh, maybe not now, but maybe later. Or if it's like I'm upset with something or I'm just not in the mood for it because of something that I'm aware of, or like I'm just aware that she's upset with something or just not in the mood for something, then yeah, that's fine, whatever. But if it's like it's been a while, she looks real nice today more than other days for some reason, and then she just makes it seem like it's never gonna happen, that's when I have the problem. I feel like we're kind of muddling it between her schedule's not as regular as my schedule versus period we're not having sex, because that's where I'm questioning it. Because if she's just like, oh, I want to have it on a Saturday because I've been working Monday through Friday, and she's like, well, I'm busy this weekend, and then I'm not gonna turn around and say start questioning the wedding all of a sudden because she's not fit into my schedule. That's a bit different, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's it.
Yeah, I understand.
You know how I know I'm a sick nigga? No, I know I'm a sick guy.
Because you went and got COVID test.
No, what? so far I'm COVID free. Let's keep it that way. Mariba's the only one that needs to get COVID here, okay? Let's
I
just
need to get it. Hold up. I didn't need to get it. Why are you wishing
listen.
death
You
upon
got
me?
it. This is revisionist history. This is revisionist
Why
history. You got it. You got it.
Why are you wishing death on me like you needed to get it? I didn't need to get it. I did everything.
To believe,
possible not
goddammit.
get it.
To believe.
I believed. I was avoiding it. I did 2 years with not getting it. God damn it.
Someone, I heard of someone dying of COVID recently, and they didn't want to go get tested because they were like the blood of Jesus would cover me. So the blood of Jesus covered them right into their grave. So anyway, the way I know that I'm a sick guy is because I am way more into sex and like sexual encounters in the wrong places. So like, hey, we at a friend's house.
Well, I was now going to say something like that. So you're not
We-
sick. If you sick, then we sick together.
Yeah, sick bros. But if we're at a friend's house, like guys, if I come over to your house and I have my lady with me, and you all went out to the yard to like,
Came out.
if the mailman came to like give you all a package or something, like
That's me.
that couch is getting bust down.
Yo, no, but yeah.
I'm putting
I've
hot sauce
done that
everywhere.
before. I've done that before. Well, we know Ken, but I've done that before.
You want this shit? You breaking chandeliers? You
Yeah.
hold up.
I'm just
Don't be
saying
that
that man is inheriting a lot of money. He can afford it. I live in a 1 bedroom expensive ass apartment. There's no way I'm letting you desecrate my place like that. I'm keeping my eye on all of you.
Chicks say,
Do it in
chicks
the
say she leave me
doghouse.
outside the house, do it in the doghouse. Chicks, chicks. I'm okay, you know. I'm okay. You just have to make sure I don't bring a lady friend over. That's all.
No, but check this one out.
Or one of
I
your friend, one of your lady friends, not like really flirty.
I went to my ex's house for like they had what we in Trinidad call a Thanksgiving. It is different than the American Thanksgiving. And me and her went inside to bring out food. And within the space of 10 minutes that we were missing, we were on the kitchen counter, you know.
Not the kitchen.
But
That's how it's gotta
I'm not
be.
gonna lie, her parents was right next door. They could have opened the door at any moment.
That's the
But
thrill.
but yeah, but you know, you're hearing them outside talking at the right in front of the door. You're not gonna slow down. You're gonna speed up.
That will put me off.
Yeah, but you see, the sickest of us all is the person who says, you know what, I don't care if they break the door. Because if they break the door and I'm breaking, I'm looking at them in the eyes. Because I've already been caught. I can't be caught twice.
What
I'm
is
already in
wrong
trouble.
with
Is you better you started, so it's better you finish.
Exactly.
you? Imagine? Could you honestly imagine you pulling it out, busting a nut in his daughter, and he's looking at me in the eye? What is wrong with you? Why would you?
Well,
No.
I've done that.
You've
I've
looked
actually
at
done
father.
that.
You've looked the father in the eye while pulling out, while your nut is dripping out of his daughter's
So,
legs.
so I'd say this real soft, right? Because
Don't
Oh
say,
my God.
no, please. Nah.
I was in church. I was in church
Oh,
with the
done.
pastor's daughter
I don't need to hear the sacrilege, please.
while I was preaching.
You was preaching.
Yeah,
I don't believe that for 1 second.
yes.
He was at the altar.
I was in charge of the preaching session that on that day. I've seen it so because I want the blessed mother of all the Caribbean to walk in here and bust out my skull. Right? Live to see another day. And I was that day I was in charge of delivering the word of Mariba's Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior to the people. And I was
You didn't
behind
do that.
I was behind the pulpit. I was delivering the message fine, and I was behind the pulpit with the preacher's daughter. Well, with the pastor, yeah, pastor's daughter.
That was
And,
too bad.
and I was standing up, and I was shelling, and people were rejoicing. Win-win.
I'm out of here. I'm done. You win. Take win, sir. Take win. Take win. I can't do that. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't make eye contact. Couldn't do it. It's alright.
We
You
know,
guys.
man, I was delivering the Holy Ghost.
I'm down here. I
Only
am
to be the
done-
next Holy Ghost.
I am done here. Remove me, sir, please. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not a voyeur like that. I can't do it. With, like,
I can't do that.
Yeah, unless you're involved, I can't do that.
No, I can smash in one of my friends' house. That's not a problem.
No,
I'm
that's-
not making eye
The
contact.
daughter was involved.
The eye contact, you just being next to me. Like, if I can feel your eyes on me and like you're not involved in it, then I can't.
Yeah, so we are saying not supposed to invite her father to be involved. That what you're
Done,
saying?
yes.
I'm not that freaky. I'm not that freaky.
That is some Rick James level freak.
That is a Sweet Home Alabama style.
Still Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not that freaky. I'm sorry. But
I mean-
yeah, good times. But you know,
That
I
would
wish
be a
I had
heavy
a kid.
discussion. That would be a heavy discussion to have with the parents.
Yeah, you.
What is the hardest discussion you'll have had to have with your parents?
This is where I'm gonna bore you. I don't have those kind of hard discussions with,
Ah.
with my parents. Honestly, like the hardest discussion I had with my parents is telling them I'm moving out, and that's it. that's pretty much it. My parents are pretty easygoing. I'm not gonna lie.
nah. When
You know
when I
what?
was 10 years old and I asked my mother, "Mommy, what is a clitoris?" That was the hardest discussion ever.
Yeah.
Never again.
Serious.
I don't got any. I don't got. I think no. I don't think of any. I think the hardest one I probably told is to my mom. She don't get any grandkids, but I was half joking. But yeah,
Only half.
from me. Well, we don't know what the future holds, but as of right now, I told her she's not getting any grandkids from me. From me. I did none of that.
No, I've had to have some pretty difficult discussions. When I got arrested and I got my car impounded when I was in Kuwait for flipping off a police officer. I was driving down the highway. A police officer zoomed past me and in like an old hoopty, so I didn't realize it was a police officer. Flipped him off as I was so accustomed doing in my young adult angst. And he pulled in front of me, put up the siren, and I was with my big titty girlfriend at the time. And this is Kuwait, a country where it is not legal for me to be driving with a woman, especially the way she was dressed, who is not my exact relative, my very close relative. Basically, if you can marry someone, you're not supposed to be alone in a car with them. Um, but he was so angry. He was so upset that I quote unquote took his what did he say? I took his honor or some bullshit like that. Um, he was very angry. He didn't speak a lick of English really, and he took my license and he said, "Follow me to the police station" in as best broken English as he could muster. And yeah, he took my car. He started writing out tickets. He wanted to impound my car. And he assured me, "I'm gonna put you in the prison. I'm gonna put you in the prison." And I went to like, unfortunately for me, he was the head of that police station, so I had to call in a favor. As we call it in Kuwait, using your wasta, using your middleman, someone in a
Charging
higher
battery.
position, called in that person, and they said a couple of words, and I was scot free except for the fact that my car remained at the police station for I think a month or 3 months or something. I forget. Um, but yeah, I had to go home and say, "Mom, Dad." So I kind of got arrested today. The car is not here. The car is in the police station, and this is a police station like mad far from where we live. This isn't even like our local station. Um, it's impounded, and the guy wanted to deport me, but I got someone to like stop that from happening. And I put on a little bit of spice. I'm not gonna lie, I put on a little bit of spice, and I said I spoke to one of my buddies and he got it sorted out. I didn't want to
Yeah,
call
yeah,
y'all and tell y'all about it early on, so not to
yeah.
freak y'all out. I want to handle it like a man. I want to handle it like a man. So I handle it and it's good and everything is okay. Boy, that was a hard ass discussion.
Did you get ass cut after that or no? That was
Oh no, no,
that's
that's too big to get
Yeah.
cut ass. Too
If
big
you're
to get cut
driving
ass.
and like you still fear the hand, then it's a bit mad.
Yeah, at this point I was already leaving the country without them knowing. I like
Yeah.
no problem, but
I ain't fear the hand of nobody. The hand is still come. Big as
I,
I am, the hand is still come. I still get lashed. But mostly because I'm disrespectful.
that's why your name is Wackless. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty difficult discussion. Speaking to my pops a couple of years ago, I told him I didn't want any kids, and he was most upset. How could you not want children, Nkosi? How could you be so selfish? What about your legacy? What about your honor? I'm like, what does that have to do with me? I don't care about my nigga. When I leave, hey Jessica, welcome, welcome.
just welcome.
When I leave this earth, when I die, I don't care about what happens to me or my name or carrying on the name of the family. None of that matters to me. I'm dead. Has nothing to do with me. I don't care about my worldly possessions. That goes up to someone in the will. I don't care about that. You know.
It sounds
So
like you want these hard conversations because you're the one that keeps starting them. I feel like.
of course. Now if you all know anything about me, you all know that I love controversy. I am usually the thorn in the side of my family. I ask the hard questions. Like I have a gay relative, and I go up to him and be like, "Hey, so how would you feel if such and such, if you realize such and such was gay, they don't know that the person is gay, mind you. They still don't know. But I was like, I put it on me, obviously. I say, how would you feel if I was gay? And I asked some family members, they go, oh, what? No, because no, you wouldn't come back here. So I enjoy the chaos.
Yeah,
That's me.
That's too much of a headache for me, man.
You are just inviting problems and creating problems for potentially for yourself. I want no part.
Yeah,
No.
he's what we call a menace.
Yeah. Literal menace.
You're a menace.
All the time.
I just try to not get into chaos, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But hey, if it happens and I'm there, well, better join.
Yeah.
More fun.
I actually want to go back home
Watch.
and enjoy the food that my mom prepares for me. So I create as little chaos as humanly possible, because when Christmas comes up and I want my jollof rice and I want my okra soup, I start as little fights as humanly possible. Even if there's a fight to be started, I'm avoiding that like the plague.
Cheek says mothers are somewhat the opposite with their female children. And Jessica says we're the ones that make the family life interesting. Correct, Jessica. Correct.
Or you're the reason why everybody leaves the family life early, because that's something to discuss.
No,
I'm just the reason I
would
don't
say
drink
something.
more. People get drunk more.
I would say something. My family spreads a lot of rumors about me because they don't know anything about my personal life, and it doesn't be interesting from the time the shit starts. In fact, I can't remember. I have watched Nego stream in the last 6 months more than I've seen my grandmother in the last 10 years. And Nego hasn't really streamed in that 6 months. So when my family start that shit, I just be like, all right, y'all want to make it interesting? I'ma leave y'all make it interesting. But hey, if it's not about me, I'm staying for the drama.
Okay, I agree with that. If sleeping kicks off, I will sit down and eat popcorn and drink, no problem. But I am not creating chaos. That is no.
I enjoy in creating chaos. I revel in it. I cannot wait for a family event. Like COVID has me down bad. I cannot wait for a family event to like go in and have a whole other conversation. The only thing I'm not arguing is vaccines and COVID and everything. That's the only thing I'm not gonna like bring up because I'm tired of it. But everything else, oh man, I love it. Go ahead, Darren.
Yeah, the joke. The last time I went to a family function, my cousin brought over his wife, already married, and introduced her to the first time to the family. Nobody knew he was married.
I love it.
And so when he introduced her to me, I watched her and say, "So you're pregnant now?" She's like, "No." And my cousin was like, "No, how could she be pregnant? 6 months later, baby boy."
I love it.
But I'm the asshole, right?
Gotta love it. Yeah. What did you? So you never had to like talk to your parents about the birds and the bees. You never sat you down. What is the birds and the fucking bees anyway?
Nah, I can't. I was embarrassed to do it back then. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna find out some other way. I find out the worst way, which is finding out from your friends. So like, it is what it is.
Nah, I
The amount of
grew
shit
up.
your friends make up is
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
worst.
saying. That's why it's the worst way. The amount of shit that like women were mythical fucking creatures when you were 15 years old. I swear to fucking God. Like the amount of shit being made up now.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was small, my friends I was chilling by a friend and he put on some porn and that's how I learned about sex, which is the wrong way. And then like I heard people talking, and I grew up with that. Sifting through it for what's real and what's not real because, like Ken said, it's mythical. They tell you all the things like, hey, if she doesn't come, you're not doing it right. No, it's like girls come from different ways, different years, different I don't know what to call it.
Then you're not doing it right because there's right for her.
No, because
there's
right for her, but
yeah.
most of the time they're like, you're not doing it right. You need to pong it harder, and you're like,
no. When you're 16, 17, you're just trying to like slam it in the hole.
Yeah, you're just trying to trying to find the hole, get it in the hole, bust, get out the hole. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have no kind of dick control.
But-
Dick getting
Yeah.
hard in maths class. all
But
kind
I'm,
of thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I went to a sex ed class when I was 16. Right after I wrote CXE. I wasn't my choice. My friend was asking his mother sex questions, and she couldn't handle explaining it to him. So she called my mother and told my mother, "Hey, I'm going to send so and so to Rapport, which was a sex education for teens and stuff. I don't know if anybody know about it in
Never heard
Trinidad,
of it.
no,
No.
I don't know.
but
Jessica said
Um,
she walked in on her parents.
That's mad.
yeah, I did that once. I walked in on my parents, my brother, my cousins, both male and female. You know, an aunt, an uncle. Yeah, terrifying. It was horrible.
Yeah, I've
Um,
got
And
feelings.
cheeks. Oh my goodness. You all
Oh.
are scarred for life?
I
Yeah.
can't do that. I can't take that. Here, what? Only continue. I cannot.
What happened now? I went to this camp, so-called camp, and I learned a lot. Even though I was having sex in the camp, but I learned a lot. You know, they were like trying to teach you to have safe sex, and me and this girl, I'm not gonna lie, this pretty fair-skinned girl. I can't remember her name, but whatever. Yeah, we just took all of what they taught us and threw it out the window, and that was like fucking camp. What? Let's need therapy.
You don't was he's gonna start a GoFundMe. I'll donate to that GoFundMe. I've been trying to get Waters to go to therapy for years.
Why do I need therapy? Why do I need therapy?
You need professional help.
Be 24 minutes the whole explanation about me having sex in church. Why
Be 24 being around long enough. He knows. But yeah, those are hard conversations. I think the only time, I mean, I didn't walk in on any one of my parents having sex, but I was exposed to a video of my father having sex. He said, "Hey, son, you want to see something?" And I was maybe,
Bruh. Okay, now I see where it comes from. This antagonistic nature. If your dad is starting that shit on you, I see where it comes from.
it's in my bones. This is
Yeah.
my bones. I was probably what, 17.
17?
Probably
Nah.
17, 18, somewhere around there, I think. And he took a video. He recorded himself with a young lady. Obviously, it wasn't like a secret video or anything. She knew it was there. There was a whole tripod. There was lights. Like he had a production going on. Like maybe he was a secret porn producer and I didn't know because like he had equipment. And he was like, son.
I've never had that
Son.
experience. I've never
Do you
had
want to
that
see
experience.
something?
I don't want to have that experience.
And I said,
experience.
see what? He said, come, let me show you something. I said, what are you talking about? I'm busy. Like, I'm playing these video games. Like, what do you want? He's like, no, you're going to want to see this. Come. And he was like so excited. There was joy in his face. His
He
eyes
wanted
lit
to
up.
show it to somebody. You know, he's trying to
Yeah,
his best
he was
friend.
proud of it. It was like his magnum opus, his best work. You know? He said, look at this. And then he turned the computer screen and I saw his back ass.
Wait, did you
Humping
recognize
over.
him immediately?
Yo, I'm a young guy. I've been seeing my dad for years. I know what he looks like from all angles.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think I'd recognize my dad immediately like that.
Oh no, my popsy has long ass. Like it's not even a question. Like you would know him if you saw him. Like you would know him from his shadow. He's a very distinct like shape and like structure and whatever. But yeah, that's how. And I was like, oh my god,
No.
why would you even show me this? Oh boy.
Right,
Having
that's
some experience
the kind
also.
of thing that would lead me to the moving out straight up.
Now, I had a friend who, I'm a line, when I went to secondary school, I had a friend, a really good friend of mine. I still talk to him up to today. His dad was kind of rich and a little bit famous. And his dad taught him about sex. His dad used to leave the door open for him to watch
That's
he having
not.
sex with,
Is that
with
said
a
watch and
girl.
learn?
This
Yeah.
this is venturing
that's
into
not
a
even the
mad
craziest
territory.
part. That's not even the craziest part. His dad would bring women and be having sex with these women and then be like, yo, son, you want to take a try? And we was like 14, 15. And I always thought when he said these things that he was lying. And then I went over to his house a day and the father was like, oh, you want to see something? I'd call over a girl and I was having sex with her and left the door open for us to watch. And then telling me now, because I was about 14, still a virgin, and telling me, hey, you wanna try? You wanna try? Nah, nah, fam, nah.
I can't. That is next level fucked up.
Well, he got straight up sex education. He get the best.
The
Don't do
best.
what I say, do what I
sound
do.
like, that sound like torture to me.
What, that is a real person? Yes, I'm real. This actually happened. This actually happened, and the guy dad used to bring girls over and let his son have sex with the girls.
Nah, I wouldn't be alright after that.
He's not alright right now.
That's what I'm saying. I would not be alright after that.
He's not alright.
Nah, I wouldn't do
Yeah.
that.
After Jessica said Trinidad is not a real place. I have to agree with her. Trinidad is not a real place. Mad.
But I lied, I checked. You see that one with you and your parents sex tape? No. I couldn't do that. I just couldn't
She
do that.
said my parents had an adult tape, which my brother found.
Oh,
and I was
I
curious
misread that.
about it too. So I guess that's how I learned about
No,
it.
I misread that then. I thought she said her parents made an adult tape. Then hard one.
More
Hard.
stars.
No, I've done that one, Pops had an adult tape and when everybody was out of the house, I went and put it on the VHS and make sure to rewind it on the exact same spot he left it. The exact same spot.
Yeah, my pops used to sell DVDs and stuff for a living. So Trinidad is a tourist place, so obviously there's a ton of porn. It was like spindles and spindles and spindles of porn. So obviously, young I'm gonna go to Big Brown, Round and Brown, but I forgot what it was called. I think it was like Round and Brown Volume 17 or
Nah,
something.
it was Round and Brown. I know
Round
this.
and Brown,
Yeah.
man.
You know, I know this because my dad is exactly the same one. He had tapes as well. and then when technology moved on, he had the VCDs. I don't know if you know about them.
Yeah, it used to pop up on the screen, VCD. I
Yep.
remember that. I
Yeah.
remember
Yep.
You guys out here.
that. We
Nah,
guys
you
out
just
there.
don't know about Round and Brown.
You
Round and
have no
Brown
boy days?
is what you'd call this age blacked, I guess. Round and Brown was that.
Nah,
I
nah,
feel like
Round and Brown was
Jessica
not-
was baptized by Round and Brown too. She's
Yeah.
a man of culture.
Round and Brown is not this year. I actually after that.
No, as
last
in
week-
popularity. I'm saying. No, I'm saying
okay.
in like the type of porn. I'm saying in popularity.
After that whole black thing last week, I actually went and looked at some of these things, and you know what? I'm all for it. I'm 100% for it.
You see what he's done.
Oh, man, find a new community.
Nah, it's not my favorite. It's not even in the top 10, but I approve.
What do you all think is the most difficult convo you all will have to have with your future kids? If you're having kids. I don't plan on having any. I don't want any kids. But if you're...
Son,
Yeah.
you're 5 years old, and I need to tell you it's time for you to get a job or move the fuck out.
I can say it'd be a difficult convo.
Yeah, my kids are moving out when they at least if you're not out 2 years after you're done with uni, and you are going to uni, then it's the kick out time, and that's probably gonna be the most difficult.
All that to uni, I think 5 years old. You should that. Gotta get a job, gotta be a man.
If I ever end up with children, and God, I hope not, I am not kicking my kids out of my house. I'm not doing it. They will leave whenever they're ready, and if they want to come back, hey, welcome back. I'm not kicking my kids out the house. We have grown. We have been in this like vicious cycle too many times. Parents, I find, grow up and they were kicked out of the house and told they had to go and work. and that was just by nature of how they were raised. That was just by nature of the circumstances they were raised in. But I'm not kicking my kids out. No way. No way. When they are good and ready and they feel like they've saved, and I'm going to encourage them to save and invest and all that, they can leave whenever they're good and ready. I will build on another part of the house. I don't care. Stay if you want.
What I would say, I think the hardest thing for me is explain to them the world isn't fair. Just let them prepare for a world of not being fair. Shit will happen. You may not be right, you may not be wrong, but you have to
Nah.
adjust. That to me would be the hardest one.
I think the hardest one would, for me, honestly, like real honestly, is to tell my kids, yo, me and mommy need some alone time. You're big enough to understand this right now.
Yeah.
We need some alone time. We need some time away from y'all. We love y'all, but we need our personal space.
Yeah.
I think that'll be like a hard conversation for me.
I ain't talking about abandoning my children either. I'm just saying, like you
No,
gotta
abandon them,
learn
that's okay.
to hold your own. You know what I mean?
Ken, abandon them. It's
It
okay.
ain't that deep for me. And hopefully
you-
they can live somewhere nearby, like somewhere within a drivable distance. But
Yeah, put them in an orphanage.
Yeah.
Leave them at the fire station. I heard fire stations have places for you to abandon babies now. They make it acceptable.
Actually, as a quick anecdote here,
Yeah.
there's a company, I think a black woman made this company. They leave like these boxes where you can literally just go up and leave your newborn baby at, and someone will come collect it because they have like a whole like signal thing set up.
I'm sorry. what?
So if you are, yeah, that's pretty dope. If you're not able to, take care of your kid, you can literally have it. Go put the child in this container. It's safe. It's secure.
With no contract.
No contract, no questions asked, nothing.
I don't want to start this.
But
That
you
sounds
can
like a
just-
recipe for trouble. I understand like the like the feeling behind it and why you want to be able to do that, but it sounds like a recipe for contract if there's no trouble if there's no legal precedence for anything.
If I had a badass kid,
Yeah.
I would wait till they're 17 and one month away from turning 18 and put them in the box.
It's not that big of a box, bro. It's not that
They
big
will
of a box.
learn to fold their ass up and fit.
Yeah, so someone tells me they're gonna be a lot younger than that to do it, but I understand it because people do it. They drop kids off at the church all the time. It's not a
Yeah, just the other day I saw someone putting a kid in like a dustbin or whatever. Like
yeah.
that's mad.
It's not a wild thing there, but like the churches have that like litigated protection. I don't know, like if you just leave it at someone else's. I'm assuming the other person is expecting the child to show up.
So me go, we're trying to say they're trying to throw away the trash.
Wait, whoa.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Nothing. Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna say, you saw someone try to throw the baby into the bin. Into a bin, that's bin.
Yeah, that was on social media the other day. I mean, this is nothing new. We've seen this for years. This has been happening.
Yes,
I mean, as fucked up as it is, this is why. This is exactly why the person made this company. This is why they have this solution. It's not everywhere, but the places that it is, I'm sure it helps someone. I think they've saved 20 something babies or whatever. I read when I saw the post come across my feed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's kind of mad though, because it's like I don't know. Maybe it's no, I can't ever like assume on things like that because it's actually really serious. It's just
No, not in Trinidad, Jessica.
yeah.
I don't think I would have a difficult convo with my kids. I think should I have any, the floor would be very open for them to come ask literally anything. I mean, if they feel weird about coming and ask me something, then I feel like maybe I've been a bad parent or maybe a subpar parent in that regard, in that context, whatever they want to ask me. But knowing myself, I don't think that any convo would be particularly difficult. Now, if they come and say, hey, pops, dad, father, I am pregnant or I got someone pregnant, I would be shaking to reach for my leather belt. But, I mean, the conversation itself wouldn't be very hard.
Nah, I think that would be an easy conversation for me. That would be like, who did it? Who is the father? You know, that's all I want to know. Who is father? So you'll make sure and tell the baby that he was an honorable man to the last of his day. Died before he was born. That's all.
Nah, I'm probably just gonna ask, so you're aborting it or you keeping it? That's probably my only question.
Yeah, the only thing I'd really the only other thing that would be difficult is if my kid being an idiot, like they're committing crimes and thinking they're gonna get away with that shit, or if they're being stupid, like if they were anti-vax or some shit like that. That's the only time it'd be a difficult conversation. And not difficult because I don't want to have it with them, but physically difficult because I'm getting mad and this guy's or this girl's being an idiot.
Speaking about anti-vax, I've noticed a lot of people only after they get COVID they want to get vaccinated. Hmm. Hmm. I'm
Okay.
throwing that someone way, but
Listen, yo. Listen and listen carefully. Leave me out of it. I nearly died.
Yeah,
It shouldn't have gotten to that point.
it really shouldn't have. No lie. We had this conversation. I swear we had this conversation at the Costa at Hendon Station. Get the vax. You know why? Because you don't want to end up in that situation.
I told you time and time again, go get vaccinated, and what? You're in public transport, fucking procrastinating, and then boom, your ass get COVID. You see, if you would have dead, I would have never cried at the funeral.
He was gonna cry.
You got,
Either way.
you know what my actions are driven by, what my eulogy is gonna be, and if my eulogy is gonna be the fucking idiot didn't listen to science and get the damn vax, so now he's dead, that's not my choice. So you gotta think about how people are gonna speak about you after you're dead.
Question. Do you all ever think about what people would say at your funeral, or rather, do you ever think about what you would say at someone's funeral?
That's how most of my morals are driven.
for my funeral, I just want people to wrap me up in cloth and pelt me into the dirt. I know for all that ceremony and days leading up to it. I dead today, pelt me in the dirt tomorrow, please. Please.
Abraham would probably have been crying at his own funeral. Why didn't I listen to the guys?
Oh shit.
I'll take that one because I was rolling on the bed with it. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn ass, make sure I get your second and shot on your booster, soldier.
Yeah, there is
Oh,
a
they
couple
lose.
bad three booster.
Yeah, out there losing your 3 points easy, catching COVID. Madness, catching COVID unvaccinated, sorry, because you can still get it if you're vaccinated.
Could have been worse, you know. You could have poured some hot sauce down your vajayjay. It could have been worse. That's it.
Yeah, it could have been.
It would have been wild.
Yeah, as long as it's a celebration, I don't really care what happens afterwards. I don't really want people crying.
Pelt me into the
So
dirt,
you all haven't-
wrap me up in cloth.
So you all haven't thought about what you would say at someone's funeral? Because I have thought about what I would say at like my mom's, at my pops, and my pops died the other day. And I said none of what I thought I would have said. But obviously that was COVID. I was really hoping some of my pops' hoes came over to the funeral so I could have told them to leave. I was really hoping to have that moment just for myself, just to have like a happy moment for the day. But alas, it is COVID, so they were not there, thankfully, or however you want to look at it. But yeah, I've thought about what I would say at my dad's funeral. My dad being my stepdad, I call him my dad, because that's what he is. But yeah, I think I've thought about what I would say at my brother's funeral. Maybe I'm just a morbid person. I've thought about what I would say at my own funeral. Yeah.
You don't want to.
I have it written, bro. I have it written out. Like I could pull up
Don't
my
worry, bro.
my.
I will speak at your funeral. Whatever you write, I will speak. I will say it.
Little do you know, you are actually the person I have listed, like as first person. If you are alive, you have to read it. You don't have a choice.
Yeah,
It's
that's
you
okay, bro.
and then my other brother.
That's okay, bro. That's okay. I got you. So actually, I would have cried at your funeral, bro, because we have an agreement, and that would have broken our agreement. So I would have cried.
And even if you keep to the agreement, you have to, because you have to admit to what you have done at the funeral.
I'm not admitting to anything on stream. This is here, so say so.
Say anything, I really just admit to what you have done. That's all I said, sir. But yeah, so you cry, even when you cry at my funeral.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'd be thinking about it. I'd be thinking about
It
it.
doesn't
Anybody
cross my
feel it
mind.
all?
It feels like I'd be
I don't
willing
know
it into
that.
existence if that was the case.
Exactly. Manifesting.
So, to be honest, if I get really old and I realize I'm on death's door, I don't know what I would do.
I'd write a will first.
Now, well, obviously my will is gonna be like my wife and kids get nothing, donate everything to charity, house, car, everything.
That's kind of
Someone wants to know what would be on each of our epitaphs.
I want to know what is an epitaph.
Good
An
question.
epitaph is the thing that you know what people write on the tombstone.
Oh,
yeah.
your gravestone.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Oh, what would be? I don't even want a damn gravestone.
Yes, but should you have one, what would you want? What would be on
Mine
it?
would have been didn't get the second vaccine shot. Mine would have been.
What would if I had to put something?
I will
what
put.
would
I'm not sad about it, so you shouldn't be either.
I think I'd put leave me alone. Let's
Best
straight up, leave me
sleep
alone.
ever. I'm gonna say that. Best sleep ever.
No, you know what I'd put? I didn't get enough sleep when I was here, so now I got that eternal rest.
I'd say it's a party down here. Jump in and join me.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think all of us are on the same page. It wouldn't be serious. It would just be. Yeah, it'd just be a joke.
Yeah. Whoever is deciding it better have something super witty,
You know what?
or at least have like some sort of like there is actually gold in his. There's actually gold in his casket. Dig him up.
Now, you know what? I have the perfect thing. I now remembered something. I fought a hard long battle with the green paint on my wall, and the green paint won.
Nigga, what?
and I go for that, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out
Don't understand.
what is going on.
You know what? Okay.
Did you get high off the paint?
Why and how are you guys friends? We don't know, man. We just go with it, you know.
Actually,
You know.
I know how we came about to be friends. I don't know about Ken specifically, but I met Darren and Mariba in a video game through a girl that I was cybering. So this girl and I, we had like a little agreement going on, and she would send me nudes, and I would send her nudes and whatever, and we'd play the game together. And out of nowhere, she pops up, and boom, hey, I met these other Trinidadian guys, and instantly I was like, fuck that. I
No,
don't want to.
she met Tachi, not me. I still
I
don't know
don't-
who that girl is.
I don't want to know anything about these people. Trinidadian people always want to have something from you. They want you to help them with stuff in the game, and I am already a high level. I don't need any new friends. Leave me out of it. But she insisted, right? And eventually, I had to like do things with them because I wanted to do things with her. Do things meaning play certain modes in the game, not cyber. I wasn't cybering my friends. But but over time we became friends, and now I don't know where that girl is because it's bros before hoes. So I chose I chose the bros. No, she's fine. She's baking or something. She does cakes or has a beer crew or something or whatever. I don't remember.
You see
And
this?
yes, cheeks, my wall is still painted green. I'm
You know
losing
what?
the battle.
They want even to meet us at first. See, they want to talk to us at all. And now you're
Fuck
talking
you
with
guys.
us. No, I'm not. He's talking with us.
That was okay. That was okay because you know what? He was like, fuck us, and we was like, alright, cool, no problem.
I
And
don't
then
remember how I meet Watless.
then we reconnected later. Oh, you met me
Yeah.
because my name on the game was Watleth, and you asked me, hey, are you a Trinidadian? While I was well, true story also. I was chilling with a girl that I was also
All these hoes.
getting nudes from.
Hey, who is live? Who is
I
live?
was chilling with her, and he was like, are you a Trinidadian? I was like, and then he started to talk, and I was like, oh, is this man coming here to get nudes too?
Good opportunity, hoeing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, he's gonna crap my style right now. I'm trying to get a little picture. You trying to make friends. But you know what?
Priorities.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I still talk. We still did stuff together. We hanged out. Nigo said
Uh-huh.
bros before hoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did Ked come in picture? Because I only remember Ked coming in picture
When
after
we
a
start to
while
play
of
league.
kicking it with Maribo.
When we start to play league,
Yeah, that's
it
what we
was
decided to play.
Ken and some other of Tachi's dodgy friends.
You know what? I'm walking away from this. Moving on. I met Nigo and them on the game, and I met Ken in uni. Me think Ken was the most funniest. And me think Ken is the most funniest. Because Ken was just sleeping through all lectures. Ken was, Ken was just sleeping through lectures.
I had
Yeah.
yeah, at that time, like early on, I had a night job. Was like from 11 p.m. to like 4 a.m. So I just had no time to pay attention to those lectures. I did all the research outside of it when I could. I was just sleeping straight through everything, and besides, the rest of the class was just weird. I like Mariva knows this. Like the rest of the class, apart from like a handful of people, were just weird.
Ken feels like the only wholesome one in the group.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
You see how they drop. You see how I feel attacked right now. I feel attacked. All
You
right.
are being attacked. You are not awesome.
You can feel however
You are the worst of us.
You're entitled to feel.
Have you seen the trap card? I will not reveal my trap card. Go on, Ken.
You know what? You know what? You do you.
Yeah. Can have vendettas with light bulbs and chandeliers.
And he takes it personally. And he
Yeah.
takes it personally.
So if he ever comes over to your house, just unscrew the light bulb. That's what I have to say.
Oh man.
Oh Jesus! Guys, first, there was this morning. I was browsing through my Twitter, looking for topics on the podcast, looking at the latest bits of news going on and whatnot. And apparently over here in Trinidad, at a place called the Red Room in Curup. I have no idea where this place. I know where Curup is, but there's this place called Red Room in Curup that was having a party, and apparently a Nigerian man who is here in Trinidad proposed to a girl. Now we have video evidence of this going on, which I'm going to play for the audience in a couple of seconds. But it didn't go down very well. So I don't. We've all seen the video, so I'm just gonna quickly play it here for the audience.
The silence.
She said no. She said no. She said no. Now when these things get posted on socials, right? The question is always like, what the hell? What the hell are you all doing? So what is your takeaway from this?
One key takeaway from this is that if you listen to literally the very last second of the video, the DJ starts back up the music. He wants to get the party restarted as soon as possible from that embarrassment. Which
You got some of the vibes. Come on.
yeah. I salute the man for staying on the job, making sure he keeps it going. But yeah, this is what you put yourself out there for, man. You better get to know the woman you're asking before you start asking those questions. I don't really have too much of a, you don't ask the question unless there can be more than one answer to it. So Yeah, he just got the negative quest line, I guess.
That has always been my thing. Why are you asking this question in public? In public, why are you getting upon bended knee, dirtying your precious jeans,
Man, they're risking it all for the biscuit, man. They're risking it all for the biscuit.
and you don't know the answer?
Look at the camera phones out there, man.
That's
Everyone
the thing, man.
has this. I mean, we're gonna skip past the whole like it's COVID, they're in a party, they have no mask or whatever. We're gonna skip past that. But like, fam, you don't know the answer before you ask this. You are a brave man.
Yep.
You have cojones.
At first, towards the beginning, when I now saw the video for the first time, I thought it was a man proposing to our next man in the stage.
Oof.
Then I realized it was a girl. And I'm not gonna lie, oh boy, he shoot his shot and he failed. Said that. But what was real confusing is all her friends was like, wait, what? What the hell? You said no?
How
Where
dare you
going?
say no?
Where you going?
Because your friend's supposed to know that it's coming, right? Like that's the process. You tell the friends, hey, I'm gonna ask her. You should take out your phones or whatever. You know.
That makes me think the friends encouraged the poor boy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe she liked the guy before and wanted to marry him, and then her feelings changed. Maybe she found someone better or someone different. I don't want to say better, but I can't say my heart because I don't care. Your homeboy try thing. I wish him the best of luck on the next proposal. Next time, not to do it in public.
Yeah. I think that's the main
I feel like this
takeaway.
is I feel like this is a question that you should broach before you bring it out in public. Like you should be home and be like, hey,
No, I disagree with that.
You wanna get married or what? I'm not going to do that. I mean,
I
first of all,
disagree with that.
I am not proposing. I need to be proposed to. Yeah, I'm just
That's
saying.
you. But
I
I
need to
disagree with
propose
your
to.
statement because if everyone thought like that, we would not have such fantastic videos to watch and laugh. So fuck your point. No.
True. Now, apparently, some information came out later on. Apparently, the girl is only 20 years old or whatever. And I think she's well within her rights to say no. Like, you have regardless of her age, right? She has her whole life ahead of her. She doesn't have to say yes to this person. Like, I saw some people even saying, she should have said yes in the moment, and then later on when they walk into the car or they reach home or whatever, she like has a conversation with him and says no. Like, no, nigga, you ask
Yeah.
your shit bigger than public.
Yep.
You say it with your whole chest. So
Yep.
I'm gonna say no with my whole chest.
She didn't say no with her whole chest. She tried to run away first. And someone stopped her.
And why her friend staying in the party? Her friend should like follow her. Be like, no, we're leaving now.
The friends
No,
tried to
sometimes
peer
it's a
pressure it.
party.
Yeah.
It's a party. Why would I leave? You get rejected. Why would I leave? Come on. And the party's
Exactly.
winning.
So the DJ start back up the music. Bum 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 bum.
Two things. One, this is why I always go with the support. You don't have, and you want to never have any of this situation if you're not planning to get married. So this is not, you won't catch me in any of these videos. I have no intentions of getting married. But that. And two, someone asked in the chat, what would you guys do if you propose and you get a no?
I wouldn't be too mad because I would have done it in private. Like, I mean, obviously I would have been upset, but I wouldn't like. This wouldn't be a big issue for me. If I'm asking and I get a no, it means I didn't do enough to figure out that I was gonna get a no. You really only ever ask if you're 100% sure you're gonna get a yes. The asking
What you do?
should that what it should just be part of the. It should just be a standard thing you have to do just cause. It shouldn't be. It's not really a question, but when you're asking, probably because you only know the chick for like 2 weeks, and you're falling head over heels, and you feel like you could spend the rest of your life with the woman who the only thing you know about them is their last name, then you're setting yourself up. Especially if it's the Red Room is a club. I'm assuming if you're setting yourself up in a
I
club,
get so, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that's like
a club of
thing,
all
yeah.
places, because then you're definitely setting yourself up to get embarrassed hard.
Yeah, because you have to go and set up. You have to say, hey, you have to go and tell the DJ, take a couple $100, stop the music, I'm gonna propose.
Yeah.
You tell people, give you space, stop the fuck machine. Like,
Yeah.
Buy
it's
a
a whole
ring.
production.
Nah.
I mean,
Um,
obviously.
I would propose in private, and when she says yes, I would do another proposal in public with the ring.
But what if what would you do if you proposed in public and you got a no? What would be your course
That
of
would be the
action?
biggest troll. Oh my god.
What do you mean? I get to save money. I don't have to have a wedding and have a ring. I get refund my ring. Fuck that. I'm gonna be okay with it.
Your own way home.
I'm gonna be.
Home means back to your parents' house.
I mean,
No, no.
if you get a no from a proposal, the relationship is done.
Yeah.
So you make
Like-
your own way home.
Nah, there's different types of no's. There's, no, I'm not ready right now. There's, let's get to know each other a little bit more, and then there's no.
This is a public no, dog. The relationship
That's
is over. I am taking a ride share home.
I go to drop she home, man. But I ain't gonna dig no horrors, you know.
I am good.
You don't know. So
Our
that.
relationship terminated and that no, make your own way home, please.
Now I have respect for she because she telling me yes and then in private then coming and tell me no. That I think that would be more fucked up.
I mean, well, yes, but we're not assuming that we're assuming that you didn't have the conversation prior.
Yeah,
Uh,
that no. I say I could propose in public and she say yes and then afterwards she said no. She turned me down when we in private. That would be worse. I have respect for she. You know, you tell
That'd be
me
worse.
upfront
I feel
no.
like that's better.
Nah, because now you have to go and explain to everybody else who thought all you was gonna get married. Yeah, she's telling me no, you know.
Or have to say something happened and we realize it's not going to work. You don't have to go and say she said
And
no.
when they say what happened, when they ask what happened.
Wait. People
You just don't want to discuss that. Like you have, it's okay to not say something.
Well, see, that's why I'm different. I don't mind. My business is out there. Shit, my life is kind of public, so I'm not really in business. My life is just out there.
Good for you.
Yeah,
If
couldn't handle
I
the
propose and I get a no, boy, I might not jump off a building. Yes.
yeah. No, I'm
That
with
kind
you
of embarrassment.
metaphorically. I'm obviously not jumping out the window, but
Yeah,
the embarrassment
obviously.
is too much for
But
me.
I'm probably gonna move. I'm probably leaving the
Yeah.
leaving the country.
I can't
I'm
deal
gonna
with
be
it.
fine.
I feel like I
You
start
know-
walking on the street and then people I know weren't there. I'd feel like, so what happened? I wouldn't be able to deal with it.
You know, it is to go to the grocery, go to the supermarket, and everyone is looking at you like that. That's the guy who got to know. She told him no. Like that is
Yeah,
mad.
yeah, I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
What are you talking about? I'm actually thinking about downloading a proposal video, and if I ever see the guy play it back for him to see when I see him in public.
You're a particular type of evil. You're a particular type of evil to do that.
Was it? But
No, the
correct
young
me if I'm
lady-
wrong. In the video, he said that he wants to take her back to Nigeria. Did I hear that
Take
right?
him back to the homeland. Yes.
Maybe
She's
she
a
just
Niger
wasn't.
man.
She just wasn't on it. Like that specific part of it. Like maybe she's just like, I'm cool here. You said she's 20, right?
She could have said yes, Ken, and later on when they hotballing, yo, I ain't about moving, but I don't mind being with you.
Sometimes when you get put on the spot, you're not thinking like that, man. Like I feel like she just like she didn't want to be like that, but you know.
Exactly, cheeks. Exactly, you're hearing whispering all around you, everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You trying to buy a little pound of potatoes, and the man saying, "Hey, that's the man who get enough." Like that's mad.
Imagine if you ask, "Oh, do you have this in store?" and she says, "No." I hope that didn't bring back any
Everyone
memories.
laughs at you.
I'm not even hiding it. I'll be like, yo, you guy on this video. Yeah. Okay, get my autograph. We're famous. Let's take a picture together. And I just
What?
post up for the picture. You say no. Walk off.
You become a walking joke.
Mm.
Cause people will tell you no. Like you put out your hand to stop a taxi, and the taxi man yell no, and everybody just laughing.
You kneel down to tie your laces. That everyone's just screaming no at you. Never.
That's
Bro.
mad,
I'm moving out of the
that's
country, man. I'm with Nigo, man. You'll find me in Yugoslavia. The
Yeah.
country don't even exist anymore. You find me there.
Now, apparently, the young lady has a TikTok, and this is her TikTok. This is the girl from the video. I have it up on screen here for the viewers, and she has a little bit of a TikTok. Let me play it for you guys here.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucian. I gotta
No, this is bars.
I gotta put me
This
first.
is
I
bad.
gotta put me first, Lucian.
You publicly tell a man no,
I gotta put
and the
me-
internet is ablaze
I
talking
gotta
about it. You
put
are
me
trending.
first. I gotta put me first,
And you drop a video. You drop a video and you're not even using your own voice. Like this is some heat.
There's, you see, it's bits like this, hey, you know, it changes the conversation a bit, man.
How
Don't
so?
change nothing. I agree with you. If you don't wanna say no, say no.
I understand.
understand?
It's the essentially trying what she can to turn this into a meme that changes it a little bit. Because then I start feeling less sorry for her. Because like I said, she got put on the spot back then. But then I'm like, did she know?
No, well, she came out. She handled her story before it blew up, and before rumors started to spread. She came out and she said she gotta put herself first.
Yeah, I understand, but you gotta feel for the guy, man. This is just putting more pressure on the guy. I mean, he's going back to Nigeria, so you never know. The story might not reach there, but the internet.
Imagine he goes to Nigeria and in the airport. When he passes through the airport, they tell him no.
Remember, you have to remember. I don't know if people know. They literally just lifted the Twitter ban in Nigeria. Twitter's been banned in Nigeria for 6 months, and they literally just lifted it. So depending on the timeline, people in Nigeria may not have seen this. Obviously, this is on TikTok as well, so who knows? But
Dog, imagine he goes to immigration and they just stamp a no on his passport.
They don't let him in.
What's wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you guys?
I'm just we're not trying to make fun of him. We're making fun of the situation because that's exactly what I'm afraid of happening to me. If that happened to me, I'll be crushed, absolutely crushed.
Fuck that! I'm making fun of everybody. She, he, the situation. You guys.
Imagine the
The
cab
random
driver
Mako
bringing
says-
it up to him like, can you take me here? It's like, no.
The random Mako says it feels like he did not have a convo with her, or she told him no before, but he was like in public she will say yes. And you know what? I have heard of that sort of like pressure before.
That's a high
where
possibility.
yeah, men go like, oh well, in public she ain't gonna say no. She had to say yes in public. I know what, more kudos to her if she said no in private and she said no and she kept that same energy in public. Hell yes, because we have these women getting trapped all the time in these like weird ass situations because niggas be corny out here.
Yeah. Like if it's on that, then you're on some fuck shit. You need to stop. Like, then woman's well within her rights. I don't even know why she's still jamming if that was the case, but you know, it is what it is.
No, you could say that you don't want to be you don't want to get married to someone and still be in a relationship with them.
You know what?
No,
It's
you
have
do.
too much of too much of unknown factors.
The video is still up on your thing, yeah, Ken. Yeah.
There's too much of unknown factors in this situation because you don't know how long they were together. You don't know what happened. You don't even know if he just wanted to marry her to just be able to come back to Trinidad because he's going back home.
Yeah.
We don't care about all that. We're just going on what you could see.
Yeah, it's all speculation, man.
Yeah.
It's all speculation.
I'm speculating too to why she would say no.
Yeah. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, she said no, and I can applaud her simply for saying no because, personally, I have this sort of fantasy. I know it's probably a bit weird, but one of my fantasies is that someone proposes to me, right? Let's say I'm into the idea of getting married after all or whatever, and someone proposes to me in public. I want to say no. I want to say no so loud that everyone hears me. Everyone stops and turns around if they weren't watching already, and make it a huge spectacle, a dramatic overture. I want them to be on one knee, offering me flowers and a ring and everything that I want in life, and I say no, and I walk off, and I have tears in my eye. I want to be the diva that does that. I really do.
You just want to be a bacchanalist. You just want to be a bacchanalist.
He's straight up menace.
Now, the caveat is that yes, I actually do want to marry the person, right? So I would have told them yes in public, yes in private, sorry, but with the condition that I can say no in public and make it
So
a
you just
spectacle.
so you want to put on a stage show? Is what you want.
Yes. I don't wanna actually embarrass. Now, if it was a stranger who says that, yes, absolutely I wanna embarrass them. But if it's someone that I like and that I love and that I can see myself with, I absolutely wanna I absolutely wanna say no in public. Yeah. That's one of my fantasies. Maybe one day, when I get over this whole no marriage thing, maybe.
And you guys just tell me I vicious, right? All right.
I've always expressed the scale to you, what less. I've always said Keller and Neo are way up on that scale. We are the lower end. They are the different end.
Just throwing accusations my way.
There's no, let's see. When Random made a statement about you being the most wholesome, every individual in the podcast corrected Random
Because
immediately.
there's a vendetta. I don't understand what.
We all. Random doesn't know you fully. So it's alright though. It's cool. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, Random Mako wants to know, Random Mako are real questions, boy. Have you all ever told someone you love them and want to spend time with them, but not want to be in a relationship with them?
Yes.
What was the reason for that?
Yes.
I love the question. I love the question.
For me, I did it because I do love the person, but I love the person, but they are cunt. They are cunt. So I would rather spend time with them, and I don't want to attach nothing for them to be like, yo, you in a relationship, so you have to call me or you have to do it. No.
Yes, I'll say yes. I 100% knew two things. We won't be compatible long term due to how we view life, and two, I was 100% sure I was not emotionally available for their needs. So I said, yeah, I like you and I think you're a cool person, and yeah, I like chilling with you, but I don't think we can go any further.
I agree with that. I feel like you're that too.
Love is a bit. I haven't said I love them, but I've said like I like them a lot. But I know for sure it's not going anywhere because mostly like she bored the hell out of me. What, like 2 months into the relationship? Like honestly, like it was one of those. It was just one of those dating app style things where we meet up at first, we fuck for a bit. 3 weeks into it, then we start hanging out and doing stuff, and then when you start having those longer conversations, you realize she doesn't do anything else other than watch TV. I'm like, then what else are we doing? And then you try to like do other things, try to take them out, do all this other stuff, and then she gets bored wherever you take her. And I ask, where do you want to go? And she's like, I don't know. I'd rather just stay home and watch TV. Cool, whatever. We can fuck, but this is not really going much place anywhere else. And it was closer to the beginning of COVID era, so I didn't really want to dip out.
But Ken,
Yeah.
all she's doing is saving you money. She's looking out for your pocket, for your bank account.
But
She's
I can't.
saving you money.
I don't even watch TV now as it is. I'm just like, we gotta be doing. For me, like, and this is getting deeper into what I'd not expect, but I'd want out of like a woman is she
And
has to
when
have
start the COVID.
a passion. I don't care what passion it is. It could be a passion that I have no interest in, but she just has to have one. This woman has none, so I just can't deal with that because then that just makes you not interesting as a person to me. I wouldn't even be friends with you if that was the case. If you had zero passion and then in anything whatsoever, and that's what she made it seem like, and I just can't. I don't know how people can live like that, to be honest. So yeah, I just wasn't vibing, but I needed some sort of companionship, so I made it last as long as it could before we both did.
You wanted to carry her out during COVID, during the beginning of COVID.
Because you have to remember, beginning of COVID, it wasn't lockdown. It was just whoa, there's crazy things happening over in China. I wonder what's going on. That's what the vibe was like back then. But now,
Yeah, but she was preparing for the future. She knew it's gonna go all crazy, so she's like, okay, I'm a watch TV to get accustomed to watching TV.
she's preparing for the future for 5 years. If that's the case, nah, I couldn't. Nah, And like, she's not a bad person, so it's not like a dislike or anything like that. It's just that if I can't be friends with you, we can't be in a relationship either. Like, it's just one of those things. I know people out there have relationships where they're not friends with that person. They just have relationships. I just can't do that.
Have you ever told someone that you love them, Ken? A woman
Yes.
that you are dealing with, like a girlfriend. Have you ever told like a girlfriend that you love them?
Yes.
Okay, just wondering, just wondering. Um, I have told someone that I love them, and that I want to spend time with them, but I don't want to really be in a relationship with them. Absolutely. Two things can be true at the same time. I don't necessarily want to be in a relationship with you, but I do love you. I do want to spend time with you. I think you're dope. I think we have a great time together. Um, but I don't necessarily want to be in a relationship. That's it. There is no extra qualifier. There's nothing that is stopping me from having a relationship with you. There's nothing that is um per- but there's also nothing that is compelling me to be in a relationship with you. Um, and that's pretty much it. I mean,
To that point, well, let me go.
what's up?
Quick to that we just said, yeah. Would you consider that a fuckboy mentality then? Just asking.
Would
Is
I
that what
consider that a fuckboy mentality? No, no,
isn't that what
because
you call me, everyone?
because why isn't that um allowed? Like why isn't that applicable? Why is that not enough? That I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but I why can I not love you at the same time?
Just asking because apparently this is what fuckboys do, or what is perpetuated by fuckboy. They want to smash and do this, but they don't want to be serious. This is what is perpetuated, from what I understand, what a fuckboy is. So I was just asking. Does that?
I
That's
think
how.
I think the fuckboy part of it is actively saying it because you want to smash and nothing else, and like you just want to like leech off their time and have like an availability to them, but not have the responsibility, or rather the emotional attachment to the person. But like that being the aim, knowing that without a relationship you cannot have access to them. I think that's more what the fuckboy thing is, as opposed to like binarily um not a relationship and telling them that you love them.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, the difference in that.
I agree with Tachi with one thing. There was a girl that I really liked, and I just wasn't in the mental space to be with that person, like on a relationship level. So I told them, I love them. I told them I love you, but I just not there to be in a relationship now. If we were in a relationship, it would burn up in flames because I'm not in that mental state for it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the most honest you can be, but sometimes people don't want that honesty. Just saying.
It is the life we live, man.
True, true. Yeah.
I don't feel I don't want that honesty, I feel it's just they don't want to waste time for possibilities. They're more looking for a sure thing.
And I mean, you're absolutely correct to want more out of a relationship if you're with that person. Relationship being, whatever connection that you'll have. You're absolutely fine wanting to have more of that, or wanting to experience more of that. The other person is maybe not just down for it. And honestly, if that's the situation that you're in, then you should find someone that you can have that with. And whether you choose to have this other person in your life who doesn't want to be in a relationship, sorry, whether you choose to continue to have this person in your life in some form or fashion is entirely up to you. um but expecting to be in a relationship when they say they love you, I don't think that's fair either. That's fair either. um if there's nothing else from you guys, I think this has been a good episode, and maybe we can chop it off there. We've just hit the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
What do you all have anything else to add?
I know, it's been 2 good hours.
It's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, this was great. This was great. Thank you all for coming by. I'm speaking to my co-host, that is, and thank you all, everyone in the chat. Cheeks, Jessica, B24, Random Mako. Welcome to the stream, Random Mako. I don't know how to say this name, but someone else was on YouTube. That's the person's name in YouTube. Thank you all for passing through.
I'm sure I didn't butcher that, right?
I mean, hey, it is what it is. As usual, we are here on Saturdays, 5 p.m. Trinidad and Tobago time. We have a YouTube channel, generally Dysfunctional Podcast on YouTube. We have a Twitter where we'll be posting updates. And as usual, this episode will be available on streaming services as audio from Monday. So thank you all for coming. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week.
Peace.
Peace.
See you all later.
I keep thinking